People of the Last City, I have some troubling news to share. As some of you know, a portal was opened in the Elixni quarter of the city, allowing Vex to breach our walls for the first time. Regrettably, Lakshmi was killed by Vex during the assault. It seems that the other faction leaders were culpable, if not responsible. Executor Hideo and Arak Jalal have fled, taking the remainder of their factions with them.
Hey guys, it's me again. To give a quick summary of the events of Season of the Splicer, since by the time I'm recording this, the story is just about ended. The Vex invaded the last city. It's all Lakshmi's fault, and humans in Elixni built a memorial for everyone that died. I think just about everyone saw it coming that Lakshmi was going to cause some kind of problem for the Fallen. And a lot of people also saw it coming that it was probably going to be Vex being led into the city. Because, you know, we all were getting told about how the future World Court were messing with Vex technology, which we know was not going to end well. But I don't think a lot of us were sure if she was going to make it out of it or not. As we can tell now, she definitely did not. We also found a few more interesting details, such as a friendly Vex that was popping in. It spoke Morse code, and people have decoded it to being saying assistant. So a lot of people think this is Asher Mir. What that implies, I'm not so sure. I mean, for all we know, Vex could be robots, programmed to do their bidding. Vex could be ancient alien beings whose mind have been converted to these radio-lowering fluid. Or maybe Asher Mir being one of them hints to these people or beings of the mind being more familiar to us than we knew. I was personally hoping that this last mission would be us going into the last city streets with like maybe fallen AI as friendly combatants, and we would be fighting Vex off, saving people. I don't know if we actually like would see people, but we would be fighting Vex basically. We got something similar. We fought Vex in the Elixni quarter, and then we just did another override mission. It was just the same thing as usual. I'm a little disappointed by that, honestly. I thought it would have been really cool if we fought alongside Fallen. It would have been a really good wrap-up for this arc of the story. But the way they did it wasn't that bad either. I mean, I'm not trying to be some kind of backseat story developer or anything. I'm just giving my own personal thoughts. We also got a cutscene at the end of the override, which, you know, despite the Vex having Stormtrooper aim, it was still kind of cool, you know, seeing all the well-known characters, including Amanda Holiday, who's not even a Guardian, she's just a human. All of them fighting the Vex and defending the Fallen, or Elixni, better term for them, retreating to cover behind Saint and Mithrax. We also got to see Ikora Rey actually doing more combat. We haven't seen that in a hot minute. How this sets up the story going forward, I'm not too sure. I think the best we can really say about it is that we definitely have the Fallen as our allies now. I keep saying Fallen, but they go by Elixni, I suppose. So we got Mithrax and the House of Light on our side, we got Kaido and her Cabal forces on our side, and we might have Asher Mir with his forces on our side as well, if he has any. I mean, it might just be that one friendly harpy, for all we know. There was also that friendly harpy way back in Destiny 2's Vanilla, the Captain mission, which we had like a harpy that was very similar. It was blue, and that could have been the captain of that one ship that crashed on Nessus. I'm getting a bit off topic, but I want to go back to that cutscene, because there's one more thing that was in the cutscene that I think confirms a lot of suspicions, and it was Osiris on the rooftop, just looking at everybody and not doing anything to really help, just observing, and then when he saw that they had it handled, he just walked away. A lot of people are already suspicious that Savathun is infiltrated and is using Osiris as a cover, either acting as him as an imposter, or maybe manipulating his mind in some fashion. It's hard to tell with Osiris, because he's already a pretty shifty guy, but I think it's a safe bet to say that he's not who he once was. With this season concluded, I think it's safe to say that next season is definitely going to be the introduction or hook into the Witch Queen. We have Osiris on the verge of being revealed as Savathun or perhaps some agent. We have all the factions of the Last City gone. We don't know if they're going to come back, if they're going to try and take over the place. I mean, they could bring Lysander back, and it could be like a whole rebellion or attack on the Vanguard in general. But we can't forget a very key moment of Season of the Splicer was that we actually defeated Quoria, or seemed to. And Quoria, if you didn't know, was most likely responsible or helping with the time loop in the Dreaming City, so I think it's a safe bet to say that next season we might go back to there. Overall, final statements, things could have been done different, but I think the way they were done was done well, I suppose. As for any predictions, only time will tell. See you around.